Yo dudes! Welcome to the best hummus in the world, most likely. So we're going to take the three methods from our previous hummus video. So first of all, big shout out. The Israeli method was actually the Palestinian method. Thank you for this community.
And apologies if we insulted anyone.
Yeah, we're doing our best. We just want to keep learning more about food. We're going to combine the three methods together in search of the perfect hummus.
Yeah, so we're going to use some of the methods from the Palestinian one with some of the modern methods, and this is going to be the best hummus ever.
And also we thought, we literally have a hummus factory, so we do make a huge amount of hummus, like literally a ton a week. So we know what we're talking about, and let's see if we can make hummus even better. So firstly, what we have is 500 grams of cooked chickpeas. So that's two 400 grams tins that we've drained and rinsed. We're going to add that into the pot along with
half a teaspoon of baking soda.
So this is coming from the Palestinian method. What the bicarbonate of soda does is it's an alkaline substance, so it will actually help with the breaking down of the cellulose in the skin or the husk of the chickpea, making it easier to remove and break down.
And the main reason why we're doing this is it helps make a smoother, silkier hummus, that the husk or the skin of the chickpea can give a bit more fibres to us, and it can inhibit the smooth texture. So removing it is a really important step.
And obviously, just as a precursor here, obviously if you are into health and you're really into eating 100% whole food, leave the skin in. But if you're a chef in search of the perfect flavor, we're going to remove as much of the husk as we can for a creamier texture.
Even you can see right now, lots of the skins are coming off already. If you watch the last video, you'll see that we soaked the chickpeas overnight and we boiled them, and it took hours to remove the steps. This time we're putting a modern twist on it to make it more efficient and with the same process of trying to remove as much husk as we can.
Okay, so we fried that for about 2 to 3 minutes, literally fried it and really ensured the baking soda was evenly distributed. Take just boiled water from the kettle and we're just going to cover the chickpeas.
And what we're going to do literally now is we're going to bring it to the boil, we're going to reduce it to simmer for 10 minutes, and then we're going to start to scrape off the husks from the top.
So while that's boiling, we're going to make our lemon garlic paste. So we're taking 6 cloves of garlic, approximately 40 grams. In they go. We've juiced 2 lemons, so approximately 4 tablespoons of lemon juice. And we're going to put the lid on and blend that. And what we're trying to do is just get an even distribution of garlic throughout the lemon juice.
Okay, we're now going to add in our salt just to help kind of break it down furthermore. So we're going to go with 1.5 teaspoons. And obviously, if you don't like salt, you could go with a little less and
but the
season to taste at the end.
The salt will really help just release the flavors of the other components.
This part of it is quite fun, so we're taking a little sieve and a jug, and what we're going to do is we're going to filter out and sieve the garlic. What we're looking for here is the juice, the lemon-infused garlic flavoured juice, and that's what we're going to put through our hummus. So blend it until the liquid starts to turn a little white and kind of milky looking.
And as much of the juice of garlic as possible, because that's what this flavour is. So now what I'm taking is the back of a spoon and really trying to compress out as much of this juice, because we really want that garlic note, but we don't want that kind of harsh raw garlic texture where you might just catch.
And the reason why we're doing this is you get a much more balanced flavour of garlic right throughout the hummus, as opposed to, as Stephen said, you get that harsh kind of garlic flavours in certain pockets. Okay, so I'll just show you what we're going to do now. We've got our lemon and garlic infusion here. It's amazing. We're going to add in 4 tablespoons of preferably runny hummus or tahini. Runny tahini is just, makes such a difference.
It's just to make sure that when you buy a jar of tahini, you really mix it through properly and it'll be nice and runny.
So we've got 4 tablespoons of a light tahini here.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create an emulsion here. I'm going to mix this together, and I might have to add in a little bit of water. So it starts all runny, and watch, it's going to become really nice and creamy now in a sec. I'm going to just add in 2 tablespoons of water now, just so it's a little bit thinner and easier to work with.
So back to our chickpeas, we've let them simmer away for about 10 minutes. Lots of husks on the top. We're going to drain and rinse it first as our next step.
Okay, so we got a big bowl of cold water here.
Hopefully the husks will all come to the top.
So take a spoon and just agitate it. And we're just going to take a sieve like this and just to try to scoop out. In essence, I'm going fishing. I'm going husk fishing. So we're looking to take as much of the chickpea husk as we can off.
Okay, so we've had a very fruitful catch here. You can see the amount of husks. We've got probably 100 grams nearly of husks.
And just to say, this is fibre, and obviously we're removing fibre here. So if you do want a healthier hummus, include the cellulose. We're just in pursuit, as 2 chefs, in pursuit of perfect hummus flavour.
So it turns out this method is actually more fruitful for removing husks than the method that we used previously in our last video. So very interesting.
So we're going to drain and rinse these and just put all our ingredients in the food processor. In go our dehusked chickpeas.
And there still is a few husks, like it wasn't completely perfect, but it was certainly better. Okay, we're getting with our lemon garlic infusion or emulsion, really. This is all added in, really smooth and velvety looking. Okay, we're gonna go in with 8 tablespoons of olive oil, so use whatever oil you have, the best quality that you have.
And again, this might seem a lot. Obviously, if you're trying to use no oil cooking, leave it out. But what this is going to do is give us a much creamier, more emulsified, light, fluffy texture and that kind of background.
And you'll note we're adding it into the end of our tahini garlic emulsion just to scrape off any remaining flavors so we incorporate everything that we can.
And in it goes.
Okay, we're going to pop the lid on and blend it, and then we're going to taste and season it at the end and bring it all together. This is genuinely really exciting. I'm really intrigued to see how this goes. I'm hopeful, I'm very hopeful that this could possibly be the best hummus we've ever tasted.
Good.
Is she off to a good start?
Looking good.
It's off to a good start.
Okay, we're gonna just stop this, taste it and adjust the seasoning. So what we're looking for here is just to give it the time to get that silky smooth texture.
Okay, so this is the moment of truth. Could this be the best hummus?
We're gonna season it, we're just gonna taste and adjust the seasoning.
Okay, so this is like...
Oh my God, the texture is remarkably smooth.
Wow,
like
you
it's
could
just
wolf that.
like it's like clouds of fluffy light hummus. Obviously, if you like bitty texture, don't blend for as much, but the texture is phenomenal.
That's incredible, genuinely. But like wasn't aware of how much the difference between the husks on or not it really affects.
Okay, so we're gonna season to taste here. So when we're seasoning, there's 3 basic flavors within the texture of hummus. You have your salt, you have your lemon, and you have your garlic. And then you have the option to put any additional agents such as chili, cumin, black pepper, etc. To me, this requires a little more salt, so I'm gonna go with a kind of decent pinch of salt.
I always think black pepper is quite important in a hummus, so we're gonna go in with about a 1/4 teaspoon. There's very little left in that too.
And I'm just gonna bring up the lemon juice ever so slightly. I like strong flavors. I'm just gonna go in with a squeeze of about a 1/4 of a lemon. So that's about another tablespoon of lemon juice.
And finally, a tribute to my dear friend ground cumin. I'm gonna go in with 1/2 teaspoon of ground cumin.
Okay, I'm just gonna mix the cumin so it doesn't go everywhere when I turn it on. There we go.
Okay, I'm genuinely super excited about this now.
Like that texture is incredibly smooth.
Like I've never thought about how much texture affects hummus, really. I didn't realize what a big impact it has. And the husks, this is a huge awareness. This is like a hummus awakening. Okay, now just to decorate it in tradition of the kind of Palestinian, Middle Eastern type method, just spread it out. It's a little well in the middle. Yeah. We're gonna go with a few cooked chickpeas on top, a few of them in the well, a little drizzle of olive oil, a little pinch of sumac goes fantastically well just across it. Often parsley or mint or just a little tiny little dusting just helps break it up. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, could this be the best hummus we have ever had?
There we go. Like, look at that texture. Like, it's fluffy, it's light, it's cloudy.
I think I could probably bathe in this hummus.
Like, it's genuinely like it's cream. Like, it's creamy hummus.
Jeez, it's amazing.
So we make 4 different types of hummus here in our hummus factory, if you want to call it that. But please let us know. We're interested in kind of pursuing how far we can push this remarkable hummus. So please let us know your favorite combinations or combinations you'd like us to see if we're going to take this hummus and really push the boundaries of where we want to go. Like maybe the addition of miso, maybe the addition of like kimchi hummus, really going out there a bit. This whole series is a tribute to hummus, so we would love your support and your help of how to go in search of the perfect big shout
hummus.
out to the Middle East where hummus was born. Thank you for watching, thank you for subscribing, thank you for being part of this channel. Also, our new book is out this week and we're so excited. So if you can pre-order or buy a copy of it, it would really support us hugely.
Yes, thanks a million.
Cheers.